Oh, bother.
Hello my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Power and Politics Season 2. I'm still Yin Yang Total War, and in our last episode, the war in the Balkans continued to rage. Although we have defeated two of the Illyrian tribes, the battles just keep on coming. And today's episode is going to be no exception. As you can see, we are going up against some rebels here, so I'm not going to lollygag any longer. Let's jump right in. And you can feel the tension in the air, folks. It's about to get heavy here. All we've got guarding this entrance is a bunch of plebs. Over here, we've got our Rurari. And then finally, our leader with his principes are coming on in the center. I mean, literally all we've got is a centurion to hold this entire city, or this entire town, excuse me. And here they come. And I don't know why they always think that this is the answer, coming on in with their cavalry first, but it is. Let's get a look, see what's going on over here. And I really disagree with using plebs this way, but it holds them so that our principes can use their missiles as well. And that's going to be really effective against these cavalry. Now we do have some reinforcements coming in from the ships, but it's only a couple units of levies, and of course they're not going to be full strength either.
Where are the foes worthy to be?
And it does look like we've chased off that first unit of cavalry. The ones over here are also pushed back. But it doesn't mean that we're in the clear yet, not even close, as their infantry come on in. Here they come. And that square formation is paying off again. Man, I miss formations when we're talking about like Warhammer and stuff. Like real formations, not just one unit has them. Every unit should have some kind of formation if they're any kind of disciplined warriors. Now the plebs are going to be pulling around. They're going to try to get off a solid flank. But it does appear that we're actually pulling this off. Good positioning from the levies is just, I mean, it's annihilating these guys. Now let's go back over to the other side. Our principes have switched out with the plebs, and they're taking the assault headlong. There goes our leader now with his honor guard. Hopefully our banner carrier doesn't get cut down. I never understand why they're up front, because it's not like they fight back. They just stand there and get hit. They definitely look cool. It looks like they're holding some men back in reserve in case we try to flank around them with the plebs or something. Looks like the levies have run out of ammunition, joining in on the fight. And speaking of those plebs, here they come now. And they are gone. Looks like we've won this side. Having a bit of a missile exchange. Oh, down goes the banner carrier. And unfortunately, slingers just don't have what it takes against actual, you know, spears being thrown at them. A rock just doesn't do the same damage. And it does appear to be over, so I'm going to let these guys get chased down, but I will see you back on the campaign map.
Prepare to engage! All that remains is duty! Has anyone got any water?
And what a victory indeed. I can't believe we were able to pull that off, but I am not going to complain. So, instead of enslaving these guys, they attacked us out of nowhere, and we don't have the numbers to really hold them in place. So, we're going to kill the captives. All right, and we've got a son coming of age. Another slave revolt going on over in Illyria. Another slave revolt ready to happen over at Corsica. And looks like they want me to recruit a dignitary, which I can do that. Maybe he could help over here. Let me see. I need someone who's going to help with my situation. Let's switch over to festivals. And let's give Decimus Polio the chance.
I live to serve Rome.
It looks like that might have tipped us just enough to keep us out of a rebellion. I really don't have time for rebellion on these islands. It might be a little bit of an issue to stamp out. So, let's see what else we've got going on over here. Maybe it's time to raise another auxilia. Although, looking at our financials, probably not. And it looks like our bluff right here was, well, I wouldn't call it a bluff. It looks like our reinforcing was enough to make the Skordiski think twice. So now we can go into a normal stance. I'm going to allow the second to deal with the sons. And of course I have to travel literally all the way around the city.
Ready for battle! March!
We're going to want a few more troops up here. Let's get some Velites going. And let's keep pushing on north. We're going to make sure that this new enemy in the form of the Aravski are not Aravici. yeah, I think Aravici, are not going to be a problem. Unfortunately, that means that the Second Legion is going to be on their own if they choose to attack Syracuse, which I would probably not recommend. Let's see what kind of... Yeah, so we'd be outnumbered, and they have a fleet backing them. It'd be pretty ugly, so probably we're going to wait to do anything with that.
We hunger for battle.
And hopefully Delminium does not fall. Well, Delminium's not going to fall. I have no fear of that. But hopefully we're able to push them back and maybe push into Singduin as well. And if they're as small as they seem, we might be able to get two more border... two more buffer nations as well. Because I'm not really looking to dominate the East right now. What do we want to build at Eoder? That's right. We wanted to build a pit mine. That's definitely going to help our finances. And hopefully once Delminium is actually able to finish building, we'll be back up to snuff. Let's keep going. And as always, I forgot to give somebody an upgrade. I'm going to say he was a hell of a commander in that battle. And there we go. And we've got a slave uprising.
Breaking a man is easy. Breaking his spirit, less so. Even kept in darkness, a man may look to break his bonds, seek revenge.
I have offered sacrifice to Ares in the hope of a short war, even though I yearn for your suffering.
And it looks like Syracuse is going to attack us. Man, this episode is turning into a bit of a cluster. Oh, well, that is that's a slave uprising if I ever saw one. Looks like we're not going to be able to beat them, but you guys know I'm not going to deprive you of a battle, so let's get into it.
When we have thrown these invaders back into the sea, I hope that Neptune will drown them all. I want these bastards dead. By sword or sea matters not, but dead. Stand ready.
All right, and we are here at the Battle of Eoder. And if there was a settlement that could handle these overwhelming odds, well, this garrison is definitely up for it. We've got 2 units of Hastati, we've got a unit of Principes, and we've got some backup coming in from the sea. We're not incredibly well stacked to defend this, but it's the best we can do, especially against so many units. And here they come now. I don't know that stopping mid-charge would have been my best bet, but it seems to have worked for some of their cavalry. Good lord. Oh, not many of them.
At speed!
All right, and let's check out what's going on over here. We've got more cav coming in. Not quite as effective of a charge, but the Rurari are in a block formation. It wouldn't have gotten very far anyway. We've got our levies coming over here to try to assist. The Rurari are holding well, but it's pretty clear that they're starting to get overwhelmed. We want to get some of these cavalry taken care of. They're good at holding their position, but they are not going to be good at, you know, actually beating anybody back. There it goes, that first volley. Ooh, nasty. Bad day to be up on horseback. Every time I see someone get pierced by like 4 or 5 javelins, I can't help but think back to Spartacus Blood and Sand. If you haven't watched that, you need to go check that out immediately. It is such a great show. I want to say it came on Stars, or maybe it was HBO. But regardless, you need to go find it and check that show out because it was fantastic. And, it, you know, of course, it gets you in the mood to play some Rome. Now, checking out how things are going over here, it does appear that we're beginning to get overwhelmed, but the Principes are coming on in, backed up by the Javelin, who are covering with screening fire. Looks like some of their troops are already beginning to flee. Although they're definitely not fleeing from us over here. It does appear that the Rurari finally broke, unfortunately. There go some of our plebs. And it does appear that this side is cleared up. That's going to free up our professional troops to go and assist. And just in time by the looks of it, they are breaking through, surrounding our troops. That's not something that we want. As things wrap up, it does appear that it's going to come down to their numbers versus our discipline. Who's going to win? I have no idea. We could push them back just out of fear of too much loss of life. But, you know, our troops have given out before, so you never know. It does look like a couple of our troops are breaking and fleeing. It does look like they are beginning to whittle us down. I'm not sure how much longer this is going to last. And keep in mind, they could also give up and flee at any point, but it looks like everybody's willing to fight, to die on this hill, so to speak. And it looks like they want to try their luck fighting one of our actual armies. My lord, what a foolish mistake. But hey, if that's what they want to do, let's get into it.
These walls are strong. But it is not walls that hold a place. It is strong men with stronger hearts. Men such as you. We will hold this place, no matter what comes against us. Prepare!
And thankfully we've got reinforcements coming in, because otherwise this would be a nasty battle for us. The enemy do have quite a bit going for them, but we're going to be reinforced, so all this army has to do is hold. That being said, our allies were engaging with an enemy, or at least trying to engage with an enemy when they got word of this incursion, so they are going to take just a little bit to get back to us. Coming around the mountain would be an appropriate way to put this. And here they come, trying to get organized over here. And of course, our enemy is not going to be so kind as to wait. Looks like they've already broken our aqueduct. That's sweet of them. Or maybe it wasn't finished being constructed. I think that's what that is. Yeah. Well, regardless, we have to hold this city if we're ever going to see that system completed. So for us, it is about holding until our reinforcements get to us, and for the enemy, it is about taking the city before they get overwhelmed with the far superior troops of the Roman Empire. Well, the Roman auxiliaries, so maybe not completely superior, but still close enough. I hate these ladders. They stop you from being effective at all.
Attack them! When we're in, show no mercy! Kill everything!
And these javelin men have committed a little bit too long. Of course, that's in all honesty my fault, because sometimes you play Warhammer, sometimes you play this, you forget how the rules of exiting a wall work, and there you go.
At the double! No slacking! Advance at speed! Back now!
And guys, again, if you've been following my siege talks on Yin Yang's Let's Talk series, then I just gotta say, like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Why on earth would our forces run out the gate into the arms of the enemy instead of running towards the city center when you know you're being reinforced? Right? Why did CA undo that? I have no idea. It's so stupid looking and breaks immersion. Come on, men. Get into that square formation. And hold. Now, unfortunately, what our forces here are unable to do is stop the enemy from circling around. Now, are they coming for the flanks? Well, no. They are actually looking to seize upon all of our towers on the outside, which is going to cause us a little bit of trouble later. However, whether they move fast enough to stop our mighty cavalry or not is another story, because the first of the reinforcements are on the field and they are ready for action. And it looks like our cav might be moving in just a little bit too late. Most of the enemy army is already through the gate, and that is going to cause us some headache later. Again, because, you know, open gate, your horses can't go through it because rules. But enough complaining. Those dogs are tearing us to shreds. Now, I would hardly say that the garrison here is going to be as powerful as the garrison at Segestica. Those guys are battle hardened. They've seen quite a bit of action, whereas these guys are, I mean, really, they're mostly just collected from the loyalists in the, or I guess in this case they'd be turncoats, since it's been so recent that we've taken up residence here. I imagine that most of the city's men are part of this rebellion, and they are trying desperately to retake their city. Oh, that was brutal. Now, it does look like our cavalry have wiped out a fair number of their forces, and some of their guys are being burned by their own gate that they're now in control of. And like I said, those arrow towers are tearing us up.
Advance at speed!
And as you can see, they are trying desperately to get over here and capture our gate before we can. But it is already basically over for them. Most of the infantry have arrived from the reinforcement armies, and I mean, they just don't have enough troops or the quality of troops to hold us back. So I'm going to let this play out, but guys, you already knew how this was going to end, so I will see you back on the campaign map. And a decisive victory, if not a bloody one. And for the audacity, they are, of course, going to be re-enslaved. Wow. And they just can't help themselves. But that is going to be something that we're going to have to pick up on the next episode because I am officially over time. So, as always, to all my friends, wherever you are, good morning, good evening, and good night. I will catch you in the next one. If you made it this far into the video, I just want to say thanks for watching, especially to those of you who have been with me since the beginning. I am still having a blast and very much enjoying the formation of this community with all of you. If you have any suggestions for videos you would like to see, please let me know because I want to make even better content as we continue down this journey together. As always, if you enjoy what I'm doing here and want to support me, then you know what to do.
Comment, like, and subscribe.
And we'll see you in the next one.